G'day guys, back again. What I might do, just get this one on its journey to refurbishment. This is the one I had temporarily put the plugs in whilst I picked it. That's the one with the tapered, I call them tapered spools, but I think they're called mushrooms, tapered mushroom spools, or something of that nature anyway. Yeah, I can just pull these out with pliers. They're in firm but not hard. Then we'll get the body all prepped up. I won't do the back until I've actually finished, because I haven't got any. The shackles are still in the process of getting up. Yeah, it's good for time to do them and take them down there. But I haven't got any decent chrome reconditioned shackles for the 245, so at this stage I'll just put this one in. It's a 245 genuine, back in the day, but it's I don't know, it's a fairly long one, so it's probably, yeah, one of the longest ones, so triple A shackle probably. Yeah, that's how it would sit. This is probably an A, probably the next size up possibly. But that's, you can, yeah, that's the variation in length. So yeah, there'll probably be another one like a double A and a triple A. Anyway, we'll put that in temporarily just for now to make it look pretty, if you will, until such time I get these refurbished and re-chromed. Then permanently put it in there, then lineage that back off. But yeah, hopefully it'll be, well, yeah, I can clean it up, get it nice and clean. This one's down pretty deep too. But see how we go. I'm not going to touch that anyway. Hopefully there's time I lineage it should flush out and look reasonably well. But anyway, get the pliers onto it. Yeah, that's the shackle plug, which is a smaller diameter than the actual chamber pin plug. Well, maybe it's not. Actually, yeah, to me that looks like it's been sort of spread out, that hole, bigger than it usually would have been. Hence the chamber shackle, chamber plug fitting into it, because normally it shouldn't fall in there. It should be way too big, but who knows. So they look pretty much the same to me. Yeah, so that hole's been blown out at some stage, but that's fine. The chamber plug fits, that'll cover it up. So should put down review. Also while I'm on this subject, yeah, Mr. Earl made a comment regarding the way he does it, and actually I might actually take a leaf out of his book. What he does, obviously when he takes plugs out, he drills a smaller diameter hole than the actual plug, but actually uses a screw, and uses the hook on the back of a carpenter's hammer. Right? And I think from memory what he said was he probably puts the key down there to act as protect any scarring from the hammer. You can use a key, you could use a big leather strap or some rubber or something, but I like that idea, because problem with these extractors, I mean they serve their purpose well, but these are very brittle. If you try to, well, you've got to pull from an absolute straight position. If you start pulling from an angle, these do tend to break. You can break very easily, and normally they usually break right inside where you're screwed. unless you can get something in there to pry through the cavity to get it out. But yeah, I might follow his lead, I think, and do it that way, especially doing multiple holes, because the one hole for the 245 for the retainer pin, that's fine with this, but the more holes you do, the more chance, your potential of breaking increases. I don't know whatever the mathematic it is, like double, triple, quadruple, sixfold maybe. So I might just keep that for the smaller plugs for the shackle and the retainer for the 234s, but keep the Bible caps his way, because you're not going to break. I don't think it's going to break that easy, having the screw in there, and levering is going to be the better way. At worst, the screw will pop out, which is no drama. You can just try it again, but you only get one chance with an extractor. If it breaks in there, it's a bloody pain to get it out. Yeah, anyway, so good little method for sure. Okay, it's just the brass retainer. I'll take these out in order from one to yeah, I'm not very well organised here. Okay, that was two. That's tapered spool. Okay, that was that number one. When I put these back in, when I picked it, those little nipples, I kept them in the spring direction, and kept the sharper end down towards the core. So that's how I think it would have been. I think there could be a factory, just a leftover reminder of the machining process for that pin. Yeah, so 3 was a tapered spool again. Number 4 was a standard. So I like that idea, having at least one standard in there. It sort of breaks up and makes your life a little bit miserable, as a, well, that's what I found anyway. So. Anyway, we will. I'm not particularly worried about what order they come in. I can work that out with the key. So. Bloody hell, it popped out, you bastard. Now I've got to get them out. Yeah. Oh. That's number 5. Bloody shit everywhere. Crikey. Fuck's sake. Anyway, there's the bits and pieces. So. Yeah. I don't know what they were. I don't know, but the problem is that they look too precise to be like bad manufacturing marks on a pen. Maybe they're there for a reason. It's like a little T-pin. I don't know. I'm sure there's a reason for it, but. Yeah, it's going well. The wrong pin's in the wrong area. Yeah, anyway, we'll work that out. No big drama. Yeah, I'll sort of clean it up and yeah. Actually, that spring's, considering, actually it's pretty clean actually. A little bit deformed, but still got a, yeah, that's still quite satisfactory to me. I might retain that. We'll have a look anyway. I'll be back shortly. Oh, g'day guys, back again. Yeah, I've done what I can do with this thing. I can't do any more. That's the original shackle. I'll use that on something else. Get it re-chromed. Made a decision. I wanted to get this completely done, over and done with. So, and I had this sitting there, it's just collecting dust. It's got to be used at some stage. It's more so a sort of keepsake than anything else. I mean, preferably I would like to have a chrome standard shackle, but that's, yeah, no big deal. Just makes it harder to look in the camera, that's all, to put it in screen. But yeah, that's the I've done what I can. Unfortunately, yeah, trying to lineage that type of contour, I couldn't get into that. That sort of dented away from the body. I could flush it out, but to do that, to get that flush, would mean me sort of lineaging deeper down the body than I wanted to do. So that's no big drama. That's a little bit of history, bit of character, I suppose. Yeah. The problem with this, I had a lot of problem with this. You couldn't see it on camera, but I felt it right in the middle here. Yeah, this is the one that was just brassoed, yeah, to an inch of its life. That's that real shiny thing. What was happened, there was just the main imprint, there was a really slight divot, and obviously when I was lineaging, that divot being lower than the point I was lineaging was becoming a problem. I couldn't get down to lineage the square without start taking these numbers off, the patent numbers. I didn't want to do that, so I got pretty close to the numbers anyway. So what I did, I got a Dremel and a little drum, what are they called? Yeah, a little drum with a little sanding disc on it. 80 grit, which is not my cup of tea. I like 180 preferably to get the finish I like. But yeah, I got it uniform, and then it's just got some bit of where is it? Yeah, some bit of paper there, and I just sort of very lightly sort of feathered it in, so it blended. So anyway, that's the best I want to get it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. So all been squared off, cleaned up, and that's the one with the 4 tapered mushrooms, or mushroom spools. I've changed the keying. That was the old skanky worn. It was a generic key anyway. Could have been a Dominican or IL Wilco blank, who knows? But yeah, I had a Lockwood sitting there, so I've repinned it. Put genuine Lockwood spring drive key pins in there from the 90s. So, and that's the bitting. So it's pretty radical. Still within max, though. Still got a little platform for the pin. So it was an 88-1-88. Sorry, 88-1-8 and 1. And so that's the bitting with those mushroom spools. Am I going to try to pick it? Nah, I'm not going to do that. I probably won't get into it. I've probably created a monster now. So anyway, that'd be right. Try it 100 times before you put the camera on, not a problem. As soon as you put the camera on, it sticks. But anyway, yeah, it works fine. So there you go, done. on down. I think probably, I don't know, 7, 8 to go. Once I'm all done, finishing and refurbing these, they're going out to people I want to sort of, yeah, people I have in mind. So anyway, that'll do 15. So until next time, yeah, take care.